University. The Symbiosis International University is a multidisciplinary, multinational, multicultural university that has 45,000 students from all states of India and international students from 85 countries. The Symbiosis Society not only has under its embed the Symbiosis International University, but also has K-12 schools, College of Arts and Commerce, and museums, the Afro-Asian Cultural Museum and Dr. Ambedkar Museum. Dr. Vidya ma'am holds a postgraduate degree in medicine, a degree in law, PhD in internationalization of higher education in India. Having presented papers at various national and international conferences, she has numerous research publications to her credit and has also authored several books. Ranked number 14 among India's top 25 powerful women, Dr. Vidya has been instrumental in bringing in innovative approaches to promote internationalization of higher education in India. As a member of the University Grants Commission UGC for 2 terms, Central Advisory Board of Education CABE under Ministry of Education, and the Indian Council for Cultural Relations ICCR under the Ministry of External Affairs, she has been a facilitator of innovative approaches to higher education in India. Dr. Vidya has been appointed as a member of the expert group on global outreach of higher education formulated by UGC to implement the National Education Policy 2020 that was rolled out by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Member of the Advisory Group of Analytical and Advisory Work ASA World Bank, Advisory Committee of IAU for Global Survey on Internationalization, and member of the Board of Trustees of Muscat University, Oman.
She is the chairperson of the FICCI Committee on Higher Education and serving 3rd term. Dr. Vidya has been appointed as member of India Brand Equity Foundation set up by Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Government of India, to promote the Brand India label in overseas markets. Member of the expert group constituted by the UGC for development of an educational framework for global citizenship in higher education institutions, and UGC expert committee constituted to prepare the guidelines for credit-based courses and internship opportunities. She has been elected as member of the Central Governing Council of Services Export Promotion Council.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So first of all, Mr. Walia, you have such a wonderful voice. It's like Amin Sayani. I hope you put to use beyond just comparing symbiosis functions. My dear friend, Mr. Amit Kalyani, Mr. Sandeep Ranade, who's an alumnus of this prestigious institute, SIMS, our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajni Gupte, Brigadier Yeravdekar, the director and the captain of this ship, and Praveen, who's a very dynamic deputy director. Of course, faculty members and my dear wonderful students, young bright faces that we see in front of us. First of all, it gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Amit Kalyani to this campus. As we have told you, Amit, that this campus is different from other B schools of Symbiosis. Students are also different. I'm sure you realize this when you walk down the aisle, and they were all very disciplined, standing, wishing you. I'm sure you won't see this in any other business school. So thank you very much, Brigadier Yeravdekar, for this wonderful discipline that you have instituted in this organization. And more importantly, I think it's your parents who have instilled this discipline in you. I hope we can invite you to another B school of Symbiosis, and then you'll notice the difference. SIMSARC, as the Vice Chancellor very rightly said, has been implemented for the last 13 years. This is the 13th year, and it's nice to have research conferences on academic campuses. The reason is that it's not just about faculty who are interested in doing research, at times even forced by universities to do research, but I think it's the mind the mind which helps you, the research conference which helps your mind to be curious about certain things, to inquire about certain things, and I think it is at the level of studentship that this very quality of inquiry has to be instilled. Recently, I was at our IB school. We also have Symbiosis schools, and we have a Symbiosis International School. And the teachers gave me a presentation on the whole IB philosophy and the way the education in an IB school exists. And I was surprised that this inquiry or the curiosity or the ability to question is instilled right from almost grade 3 and grade 4, which is their PYP program. And I was so happy to learn this, and I think this is the reason why some of the students who pass out of IB schools have this research bent of mind, and they think of things very differently than what we think. And I hope that this is instilled even at our undergraduate programs, and to some extent, of course, the School of Liberal Arts of Symbiosis does that. But I hope that it doesn't become just one more rigor or one more academic exercise, but I hope students really enjoy this ability to inquire, the ability to be curious, the ability to do research. An alumnus of this institution, Mr. Sandeep Ranade, who works now in a research organization, will understand what I'm saying. And I'm sure even the corporate world, whether it's Mr. Amit Kalyani, interacting with his employees, he will, I'm sure, appreciate employees who have this bent of mind. And I think it's imperative for business schools now to inculcate this research bent of mind amongst students. At one point in time, Amit, you'll be surprised to know that when we, in our business schools, told the students that they will now have to start publishing research papers, simply because not that the university wanted to just increase the number of research papers by its output, but more importantly to instill this research bent of mind. There was so much agitation that they all said that we are here for placements and nothing more. So don't even think of we publishing any papers. And I think that's not true anymore. Even when you go to the corporate world, when you talk about data analytics, what is data analytics actually about? It's analyzing data and the way you would probably do it when you do research on certain things. So I just hope that students instill this habit of research right from the beginning and enjoy it. And I know that this is the first batch of students here in front of us. So if you instill this, I'm sure at the end of 2 years, you will have this research bent of mind. And when you join the corporate world, you will have certainly a better edge than your other colleagues coming from other B schools. Mr. Amit Kalyani has been kind of associated with Symbiosis, I would say, in a way that his family has been very, very close to our family. His grandfather, Mr. Neelkant Kalyani, was Dr. Muzumdar's very close friend. His father, Shri Baba Kalyani, I would say, is an alumnus of Symbiosis because we conferred D.Lit on him a few years ago. And now Amit is here, and I hope, Amit, that it's not just an occasion where you're here sitting on stage addressing the students. I hope you interact with them through a question and answer session, but let this be the beginning of your association with Symbiosis, with its several B schools that we have. Mr. Ranade, of course, is an alumnus, and he just told me that he's the first batch alumnus, and I can imagine the ordeal that he went through, because amid this institution, when Dr. Muzumdar sir thought that he should set up a business school for children of defense personnel, he didn't have any land, no buildings, and he thought that the best place that he could do it is in the school premises on Prabhat Road. And when the school ended, classrooms of SIMS began, and Sandeep, as tall as he is, I'm sure you were as tall as what you look like today, sat on those, benches of small children. And I'm sure what the ordeal that you may have gone through. But I think it is the commitment of the director then, Professor Bala Subramaniam, who really gave a shape to this institution. And now, of course, Brigadier Yeravdekar is carrying forward his legacy. I think, the students who even passed out at that time, like Sandeep Ranade and so many others, have created a name for themselves in the corporate world. So it also means that putting in hard work, putting in those efforts, being committed and dedicated to whatever cause that you take forward will help you to be successful. So with these few words, I welcome Mr. Amit and Mr. Sandeep for this SIMSARC conference. I wish all the students the very best. I hope that you carry forward this quality of inquiry, the quality of curiosity, the quality of research, And at the end of 2 years, you will be well equipped with these qualities to serve the corporate world. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your words of encouragement, ma'am. We always look